Wayne Rooney getting paid more money for failing in football. Cristiano Ronaldo would be working in McDonald's if it wasn't for sporting. This is Football Talks. Welcome along. Good morning, everybody. An extra live stream. We are doing more football talk here on Football Talks. Obviously, that's why it's the name it is. Going over every other different story. We're going to bring up all of the stories around a little bit of a roundup show. I'm going to class this as a Monday morning show. This is what is going to be happening probably more often through the week. Because it was New Year's Day yesterday, we're going to talk about everything that's come about after New Year's Day. It feels like the weekend has just finished, even though another one is about to start. But yeah, this is the sort of show that we are going to be doing. Please get your live comments in the live chat, everybody. Give me your thoughts on everything that is going down in the football world. We are starting and mainly talking about Cristiano Ronaldo and where he is going to go after his role and his time in Saudi Arabia. I'm going to talk about Rooney as well, but I want to start with Ronaldo. Obviously, two Manchester United legends. Me being a United fan, obviously, I do follow both careers quite well. I want the best for both. Obviously, one is doing better than the other. I don't think I need to explain who or or why it is going better. But I'll start with Cristiano Ronaldo because obviously he is after this 1,000 career goals. He's got no thoughts in his head about retiring at all. Like, where is he going to be though? Where is he going to go after Saudi? Because it was thought that he would just see his time out at Saudi. It's the easier league. No disrespect at all to that, but still, when you look at what he has accomplished in his career, it did seem like it was the perfect sort of swan song. Like, you look at other players like Neymar, Benzema, other players like this, legends of European football, legends of the game, world-renowned footballers, all seeing out their careers at Saudi. But apparently there is another move for Cristiano Ronaldo, another one back to Portugal as well. And Ronaldo's remarks and Ronaldo's comments on this, straight from his mouth, obviously a lot of talk has been happening. And from what people have said, from all of the reports and sources talking about Ronaldo, everything relationship-wise with the Saudis and the setup, apparently there's no renewal at the moment, but everything is cushy, as you could say. And there is no bad blood or anything like that. There may be another deal on the cards yet in the Saudi Pro League for Cristiano Ronaldo, but still, when you look at what he wants to do, where he started from, his talk of his whole career, with him coming to the end of his career, or soon enough coming to the end of it, obviously conversations are going to start to come about, and he is now talking about moving back to Sporting, where it all started. In his words, he says, "I will retire there. I have to give it to them, even if it's one season of my service. They scouted me while no one saw something special in me. They made me, and without them, I would probably be working in McDonald's." Where do you reckon in McDonald's Ronaldo would be working? Would it be on the fries, the grill section, serving, the counter, the drive-through? I don't know, get your comments in, let me know where you think would best suit Cristiano and that side of things. But no, Sporting, I think Ronaldo, even with everything that he's got, like the fame, the fortune, the glitz, the glamour, he is the biggest sportsman in history, I feel. He's absolutely huge. We all know this. But he always stays true to his roots. He always remembers everybody within his career that's made him, that gave him that leg up, that gave him that opportunity. And I think Sporting, quite rightly, if there was one club to go back to, look, he's already done it at United. It didn't work out well. He spat his dummy out, big fallout with the football club. You could put that down to how Manchester United were running at the time as well. And Cristiano did have a big issue with Manchester United, the ownership. He has been talking about that in a recent award ceremony as well. He loves Manchester United. We know he does. We know he loves United, but talking about how everything had deteriorated, he's seen a lot, he's learnt a lot in football, Ronaldo. I think we can safely say that. But one thing he will always remember is where it started, and I think that's come across. And it does show you that he is actually now probably thinking about the end of his career. He's actually thinking that his time is actually now up. Well, it's not up, but he's thinking about it and where he's actually going to finish. And I think Sporting definitely is... I think Sporting's definitely the right shout for Cristiano. I think it's where it started, and I think that is where his head is at. I think that's where he feels I think that's where he feels it started and where it should finish. And I think he will finish back in Portugal, maybe one season. I mean, they've they've had a bit of a rollercoaster sporting with players, managers, been in the headlines quite a lot, haven't they? Can you imagine Cristiano Ronaldo going back there? Honestly, he is like the ultimate GOAT, isn't he? My opinion has always fluctuated with Ronaldo. Like, I loved him, always backed him ahead of Messi. And then he did what he did at United, and I sort of fell out of love with him completely after what he did. I just won't have that. But still, he's talking about owning a football club. He's talking about finishing his career at Sporting. He has had the perfect career. And like I said, it's not like this is just a show to separate the careers of Cristiano Ronaldo and Wayne Rooney, for instance. I mean, you look at both; they both had fantastic careers. But Ronaldo right now talking about where he is going to go and what he is going to do next. I feel like anyone who is that dedicated to his career, anyone who is going to put football before everything else like he has done, kept himself in shape, obviously kept himself fit, played in every single major league that you can think of. He's been everywhere, and he's smashed it everywhere as well. You have to hold your hat. You have to take your hat off to Cristiano Ronaldo, and you have to just say, look, he is an absolute legend of the game, and he should decide where he wants to go at the end of his career. And I think it just shows you the humility in him as well, that he wants to go back to Sporting. I think he's right, and he does remember his roots, and that's a big thing about him. I think that's why he's been so popular as well. I think it is why most people would put him up there, outstanding compared to every other legend in the game. And he is the biggest man in football history, in so many different ways. You can argue there are better footballers. You can argue that there are people that achieved probably. Well, you can't actually, in terms of achieving more. Is there anyone that's done more than Ronaldo? Like the amount of trophies that he's won in every country that he's been in, I don't think there is. I don't think there's anyone can compare to him. There may be more skillful players, there may be better players. But in terms of size of player, stature, what he's brought on and off the pitch, Cristiano Ronaldo, I feel, is the biggest footballer in history. He is. And I would argue that against anybody. I would. Let's get into some of your comments on this one as well. He'd surely be in management if he never played football and worked there the entire time. Messi is the GOAT. A World Cup is better than 1,000 career goals, in my opinion, says Tom. Look, Messi getting that World Cup, I think, did give him a little bit of the edge when it came to who is the ultimate GOAT sort of tag. I think that you could easily argue that Messi definitely, with that World Cup win, finishing on that high. I mean, he got a Copa America, he got a World Cup. Ronaldo has got the European Championship, and I don't see Portugal winning the World Cup anytime soon. Is he going to be in the World Cup? I mean, that's a question like I'll ask the chat right now. Do you feel Ronaldo will be in the World Cup in 2 years? In just over in about 18 months' time? Is it right now? Another World Cup, USA 2026. Do you feel like he is going to be? Is he going to be there? I think he will. I do. I think he'll be there at the World Cup, and I don't think he's going to win it. I don't think he's going to win it. So when it comes to trophies, when it comes to major trophies, obviously Messi's got Champions Leagues, he's got titles, he's got Ballon d'Ors. They've all got them trophies in there. But when it comes to actual major trophies, does Messi edge it simply because he has won the World Cup and the Copa America with Argentina, where Ronaldo has only won the European Championships with Portugal? I mean, I would also say, look, Ronaldo has won the Champions League with Manchester United. He's won it with, obviously, Real Madrid. I think the leagues that Ronaldo has played in have been more difficult. I think he's done it on bigger stages in them other leagues as well. It's like I didn't see Messi moving like Ronaldo did at the age that he was. Messi has been at, obviously, Barcelona, where he's won most of his trophies. And then it sort of like just drifted away. Ronaldo was doing it at United. Ronaldo was doing it at Juventus, doing it at Real Madrid. He's doing it everywhere, and Messi didn't have that. So yeah, that's the way I look at it. But another player, while he was at Manchester United, we played alongside and was one of the best partnerships that you could argue. Rooney and Ronaldo, them two, my God, what I would give to have one of them or half of one of them players back at United right now. But Wayne Rooney's career has taken a completely other direction. You can talk about fitness. You can talk about keeping himself in the game, playing for as long as he can. Obviously, Ronaldo's had a better footballing career. Rooney's gone into management. And obviously, we've seen the news at weekend, Wayne Rooney being sacked by Plymouth with immediate effects. But the news goes a little bit further with Wayne Rooney in terms of what actually happened. And a great tweet that went out around it. And what actually has gone down. He's left Plymouth by mutual consent. So Rooney agreeing to mutual consent to leave, thus forgoing payments he would be due as compensation is huge. He was never here for the money. He was here for the love of the game. It didn't work out, but will have funds to spend in the window because of his class. The class act that Wayne Rooney is. So no money for Wayne Rooney. Nothing needed. For him, from his part. Maybe that is simply because he has already been offered another job, which is crazy. And this is the story I want to move on to next. Wayne Rooney to be offered a big money deal where with sacked Plymouth boss set for quick return. Wayne Rooney was sacked by Plymouth Argyle on Tuesday after a disastrous 6 months in charge of the Championship side. Wayne Rooney is reportedly in line for a swift career switch with a lucrative TV deal on the cards following his dismissal from Plymouth. The Manchester United legend, who saw his tenure at the Championship club cut short after just 6 months, has reportedly caught the eye of major broadcasters. Rooney's stint at Home Park ended on a low note, yielding a mere 4 league victories and leaving the team languishing at the bottom of the table. Yet, despite back-to-back departures from Derby County, DC United, Birmingham and now Plymouth, demand for Rooney's insights remains high. A source cited by The Sun, who report Rooney is set to be offered an instant return to TV screens, praised his punditry potential. Wayne is regarded as one of the best pundits in the business. He's very, very knowledgeable about the game, and even though he's actually quite a shy person, he really feels at home in a TV studio. Interesting. So, Wayne Rooney is going to be back. Where is he going to be? Get into the chat. Is it going to be TNT? Is it going to be Sky? Where is he going to end up? Tell me in the chat, everybody. Where is Wayne Rooney going to be working? Which broadcaster is Wayne going to be working for? Could he be the new presenter of Match of the Day? That's up for grabs, isn't it? I don't know. Wayne Rooney, where does he suit? Honestly, I can see him. Seriously, I'm sure Sky only employ Liverpool and Manchester United players. Do we need another former Manchester United player on Sky? I mean, it's good for us, United fans. But honestly, we could mix it up a little bit, couldn't we? I think seriously, what have we got? Keano's there, you've got Redknapp there, you've got Gary Neville there, you've got Jamie Carragher there. How many more? I mean, it used to be Graham Souness there as well. You've got Micah Richards. Do we even count him? No, I'm only joking. But I think Sky, TNT, where do you reckon he's going to end up? On the overlap with Gary Neville. He's doing more on the overlap anyway, I think, isn't he? And he comes across well on the overlap, I think. So, I think Sky is where the money is. I think it's going to be the highest bidder. I think everyone would take Wayne Rooney just for his actual stature in the game. But, yeah, I feel like definitely Sky is what my money would be on. Sky. I mean, you can imagine Wayne Rooney, Neville and Carragher. It would work out. It would be quite dynamic, wouldn't it? So, yeah, I think that's where it's going to be at, personally. And I think Wayne Rooney... will he ever get back into management? I don't know. Rooney is my all-time favourite United player. That may shock some. I have supported United for over 50 years and absolutely love him as a player. He is brilliant. Will to win, will to be the best, keeping himself fit, motivating himself to keep performing at the top level over 2 decades. All young kids should study Cristiano Ronaldo as a real inspiration. That from Mr. Dacia Sandero. Yeah, I mean... Again, 2 completely contrasting careers that are probably going to be quite lucrative. If you were to give me a prime Rooney or a prime Ronaldo right now, I would take Wayne Rooney. I would. And again, that like Les says there, that may surprise a few people, but I'm with that. I just think right now in my side, United, I feel like Wayne Rooney would be the better player right now. It's a player that we definitely need at our football club. So, yeah, Rooney over Ronaldo sounds crazy, doesn't it? Or does it? I just feel like for us, yes. I think other clubs may look at it and go, no, it's always Ronaldo. But unless you've actually had him at your football club, and we were lucky to have both of them at United, I would definitely take Wayne Rooney in his prime over a prime Ronaldo. And that is a major statement. It really is. But I absolutely love Wayne Rooney. I love how he played. I think was the most important thing. And I think he does have a lot of character. So when you look at the punditry job that he's probably going to be getting, I think he'll naturally fit into something like that, Wayne Rooney. I really do. I think it will come easy for him. He has got a lot of football knowledge, like they said, and I think he will be a benefit to Sky Sports. I really do think that he has got what it takes to be a good pundit. So, yeah, I think it'd be easier. Apparently, it wasn't easy in his life with him having to travel down to Plymouth. Obviously, he still lives up in the north of England. So, that wasn't an easy life for him. I think this just suits him. I think it does. Like, maybe there's a job in management for him somewhere, but I feel right now, after what he's done, obviously 4 manager jobs now, I think he will end up falling into punditry naturally, and I think this is his go-to. I think this is where he's actually going to be at, and I think, personally, he will earn a fortune from it. I can imagine these sponsorship deals and everything like that will come his way. But yeah, let me know who you would go for in the chat, please, everybody. Prime Rooney, Prime Ronaldo. If you're a United fan or not a United fan, tell me which way you would go. Who is the player that you would take in your team right now? I've got to guess it's predominantly Man United fans in the chat right now, but still, if you are not an opposition fan, if you are a fan of another club, please do let me know. Like, would you take Rooney? TT says Messi stole some awards and trophies. It's common knowledge now. Cristiano Ronaldo fought for everything he has. He's the GOAT. End of. More Ronaldo fans in there. It would be a dream for Ronaldo to own United, but could he afford it? I don't think it would be in my lifetime. No. When it comes to owning a football club, I don't think even Ronaldo and his wealth would have enough. I mean, how much is Ronaldo worth? Do we actually even know? There's not a chance in hell he'd be able to afford Manchester United. And I wouldn't want it to happen. Because we know what United fans are like. We probably end up not liking Ronaldo again and falling out with Ronaldo. Yes, I would agree, Adam. Rooney was by far more of a team player than Ronaldo and could play in more positions and operate well. That's a tough question between them two, says Harper. It is. Prime Ronaldo for Jim, though. Rooney all day for Stu. Yeah, that is right. That's where he lives, I think. Tom, yeah, pretty certain he does. Do you remember the skills show that he did? I do remember that, Les, actually. I always felt he felt a bit awkward. I never thought he fit into TV, but I think now he will be spot on. I think sat down talking about football, Wayne Rooney is perfect. It's easier than doing like that skills show that he used to do. I remember that well. It was like with the tyres flying across like the runway and things like that and doing all these football challenges. It was actually a good programme that when we watched it, but yeah, definitely not got any longevity in it anyway, but still. A lot of people are going with Wayne Rooney on this one as well still. Heart says Rooney, head says Ronaldo, says Liam. Yep. We could do with Rooney's fight right now. Ronaldo scored great goals but didn't have Rooney's fight. Rooney would run through brick walls for you, wouldn't he? Please give the video a like, everybody, as well. 27 likes in. We are just starting football talks. It does feel weird starting something from scratch, but we are getting plenty of people in already, even though it is in its infancy. Thank you, everybody, for being part of it. Ronaldo's net worth is 800 million. He can't afford us. Yeah, Block. Definitely not. I didn't think he was worth that much. I'm saying that, God, it's ridiculous me saying it's not a lot. It really is, isn't it? Let's see what we've got. Oh, yeah. What do you guys reckon? I mean, I did this the other day. I was talking on Forever United TV about Dalot going. The report's out that Trent Alexander-Arnold has been refused by Liverpool to leave in January. Do you feel like Trent will go to Real Madrid in January, or do you think he's going to go for a free in the summer? Apparently, Real Madrid won't spend more than 15 million in January. And I think this is why it's pushing across to Diogo Dalot as well. Let me know on that one in the chat, please, everybody, before we finish up. Obviously, we are just doing these quick fire 20-minute talking football talk live shows as well, just bringing up bits of news, trying to build the channel up. So appreciate all the support from everybody who's jumped across from FUTV. We'll be doing more reaction shows and stuff like that. We are thinking of doing a watch along as well. Would you be up for a watch along on Saturday? We're going to do the Spurs, I think it's Spurs and Newcastle, I think, Saturday. I think that was the one we're thinking of doing. Would you be up for that, everybody? Let me know as well. Please do, before you leave, put a like on the video. Make sure that you have subscribed if you are new to Football Talks. Keep them chats coming in. I'm just going to say now, I think that story about Dalot is out there to give some life to the transfer window, but isn't going to happen. I think Dalot will go. I think United will sell Dalot. Hopefully they sell him in January and bring someone else in, but I can't see it happening in January. I just look at January and I go, right now, something major has to happen. And we may get surprised, yeah. I think there will be some shocks within the Premier League. It's notoriously now, with financial fair play, gone down the road, the January transfer window, of being completely irrelevant a lot of the time. But I feel like there are teams that desperately need to have to make something happen in January. And I think we are going to get a surprise package, yes. Saturday, watch along. Spurs versus Newcastle should be a great game. Make sure that you're there, everybody. That is it for me. My morning work is done. The busy one, FUTV, straight over to Football Talks. Thank you so much, everybody, for being part of the live show. I will see you all later on through the day, keeping you up to date on everything here on Football Talks and on Forever United TV. Make sure you have subscribed to both. Give the video a like on this one. We did just pass 30 likes. Well done, everybody. I'll see you all a bit later on.